Yeah, the time's alright, but baby, you're mine. Sometimes I wish to die, cause I'm so tired of trying. But what's the deal without you, without no reliance? Cause baby, I'm still trying, but life ain't worth this crying. I wish things were different like it used to be, but everything in this place is staying true. On the road chasing me, this life ain't what it seemed. Had to make it all bad, but that's just for me, yeah. One step up from a V12, push start, new whip, new intel. I make man stop playing K. I've been flexing it all up in your face. But your flawless sins on me, I'm trying to gather and see. Waste time, you in for a treat. Say might keep me on my feet up to 4. I need me some sleep, but I can't get no, so I'll lay here and I'll let it bleed. I see your eyes tonight. When I'm with you, it's a beautiful sight. Yeah, I've been resting my mind. You've been wasting time. Bitches ride or die. Yeah, the time's alright, but baby, you're mine. Sometimes I wish to die, cause I'm so tired of trying. But what's the deal without you, without no reliance? Cause baby, I'm still trying, but life ain't worth this crying. I wish things were different like it used to be, but everything in this place is staying true to me.
Yo, welcome to the stream. If you can hear me, bro, E.D.F, I'll add you up here in a minute. I was gonna play another song if you wanted, but if you want to do a mic check, we can do that real quick, bro. Let me see here, bro. Here, what's up, man? What's up?
What's good? You can hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Do I sound all right on your end, bro?
Yeah, you sound good. I don't think the camera's fucking. The camera ain't working.
No, I can't see you, bro, but I can hear you.
Fuck. Let me hold up a second, because I do got a webcam shit that it's asking me to connect. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad about that.
Or if you want, here, you go ahead, connect it. I'll play this track. I'll add you back up, and we'll see if it's working, bro.
All right, bet that. Give me like 5 minutes.
Yep, you're all good, bro. And if you don't know, we got the stream going. Hey, Toxic, what's up? We got the interview with Lil E.D.F, bro, in the building, man. So I appreciate him pulling up. Leave a like, subscribe, all that, bro.
Remember all those times I would help you out. Remember all those times it was all for clout. Now we chasing racks, yeah, that's my route. Now we chasing big though, without a doubt. 10s, 20s, 30s only carry out. I've been making moves while you crying pout. Pain is in my brain, but it's never out. Gotta find a way for this life to count. Yeah, gotta find a way for my life to count. Seeing all the people always up and out got me pretty curious, so I found my crowd. Now that we is with it, yeah, we always proud. Money flowing in, no, there's not a drought. Gonna make it big, I ain't tryna be whack. Gotta make it big for me and my dad. Yeah, I know it ain't right, but that is my path, yeah. Remember all those times I would help you out. Remember all those times it was all for clout. Now we chasing racks, yeah, that's my route. Now we chasing big though, without a doubt. 10s, 20s, 30s only carry out. I've been making moves while you crying pout. Pain is in my brain, but it's never out. Gotta find a way for this life to count. Drowning out the pain only makes it worse. Drowning out the pain only got me more hurt. I'm so lost in my head. It's really gonna leave me dead. I'm here just not right now. Gotta find my peace and my way out. My way out.
All right, yo. I'm gonna get a little EDF up here. We got his microphone working. I don't know if you got your webcam figured out, bro, but we'll just run it this way. I'm not really tripping, bro. Hey, man, welcome to the broadcast, bro.
What's up, man? Yeah, I try to get this shit working, but it's just all fucked.
Bro, if you want to work on it in the background, it's cool. If you don't want to, it's cool too. Because I've done a couple where they didn't have their webcam on. You know, it's not a big deal, bro.
Yeah,
I'll still have the same shit.
yeah, I'd prefer it on, but shit, I'm trying to look for the wire right now. I had this shit all fucking hooked up, and I guess I lost my shit, but it's chill. We'll go with it.
All right, bro. Well, shit, man. Go ahead, bro. I'll let you introduce yourself real quick if you want, man. Your name, how long you done music, and that, bro.
Yeah. So my name's Eli. I go by Lil E.D.F. For my music shit. I've been making music, producing professionally for about 3.5, 4 years now. Through the FL Studio and shit.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use I always ask people what they produce on, you know, FL. Do you use BandLab at all or anything else to collab with people, or that's just your main
Yeah,
one, your bread and butter?
sometimes I use BandLab to collab with people. You know, it's easier because there's a lot of like underground artists with fan base for BandLab, and it's easier to connect through them. So
Bro,
sometimes I
hell
use
yeah.
BandLab, but mainly when I'm producing, actually the only time I produce is when I use FL Studio full time for my beats and my vocals and shit like that.
Okay. Well, shit, bro. Tell me about some of the stuff you do. I mean, I was playing some of your music, so you do stuff outside of production. Do you mix and engineer, or what came first? You know, were you making
Yeah,
beats or rapping first?
yeah. So the first thing that I did actually try to do was rap, but I quickly found out that with the type of music that I make, you really got to have a really good producer or know what you're doing. So I kind of put that down a little bit. Like I'd still do it on the side, but I started producing beats, and then yeah, I started hopping on the beats I produce. And I've only ever really worked with my own beats. I don't use like YouTube beats or shit like that. Like sometimes if somebody's like, "Hey, I'm down to do a feature and shit," I'll use their beat. But for the most
Okay.
part, when it comes to my music, I produce everything myself. Yeah.
Well, bro, tell me about some of your music. You come up, you freestyle, do you write that shit down, you punch in, or what's your recording process like, man?
I'd say for the most part, I punch in. Like
Okay.
I'll get a really good ass bar. Sometimes I'll write too. Like I've written like this song that you're playing right now, "Sins in Silence." I wrote that like all in a night on my notes on my iPhone, and then recorded it the next day with the beat that I made.
Hell yeah.
But
Hey,
for the most part, I'll punch in. I'll find like a really hard ass bar to start it with, and then I'll just punch in for the rest of it.
there you go, bro. Yeah, hey, that's like a personal thing for. I just like seeing what styles it is, bro. Some people do the one take shit, but I feel like it's breathier. You won't have as much energy, you know, bro.
Yeah, the one. So I really gotta have confidence in my bar if it's a one take, because I can't screw anything up, or else I gotta
Oh,
record it.
right. Yeah,
Sometimes,
yeah, bro. You gotta have that rehearsed. You feel me, bro?
yeah, basically.
Well, hey man, what else can I have? Bro, this fool here, he sent me some of his own questions. So if you're a guest up here too, you want your own questions, I'll ask you some of the ones you sent too, or any from the chat, bro. Like Toxic, you watching, you can ask anything, bro. But you know, we're always just trying to dive into the music and shit, bro. So I appreciate you pulling up, making the time today, bro.
Of course, man.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah, fool. I was gonna say, okay, the first one we got is I'll mix them up. I'll ask some of mine and ask some of yours. But the first one's what artist inspired you to start making music in the first place, bro?
Ooh, shit. I get heavy inspiration from Juice World, Juice
Okay,
World,
that's right.
fucking, kind of that just like what they categorize melodic emo rap. Um, Lil Xan, you got Lil Xan, Juice World, Lil Peep, kind of that key. Like I've heard of Key Nola, he's a newer artist too. Just kind of going for that sad melodic sound. You feel me?
Okay.
That's where I got my
Kind of
inspiration.
the SoundCloud era a little bit type stuff. The
Yeah, a little bit like that, the 2017 era. 2018.
Okay, okay.
I
Bro, I'm
got
trying
that.
to think of some other names off top, bro. Like you know Wi-Fi's Funeral or Lil Skies? You listen to them at all?
Yeah, yeah, I've heard Little Skies. Yeah, I don't
Okay, those
listen
dudes are
like
hard.
because I'll make any type beat, but that's the thing is I don't listen to a lot of artists. Like I do get inspiration from everybody, but I try to keep it a buck with myself and try to get that shit all done by myself. You feel me?
Do you remember what was it, a specific song or style or something by Juice World that got you into it in the first place? Do you remember like a moment where you're like, oh shit, maybe I want to try doing this, man?
Shit, if I'm being honest, it was probably the song "All Girls Are the Same" by Juice WRLD. That's the first song that I actually ever tried to
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
recreate.
bro.
It's the first song that I ever, tried to recreate. It's kind of like people look at that and like, oh, that's such a, cliche of a song to start on. But I tried to do a cover of it and I realized, which is ass now, looking back at it, probably like 3 years ago. But that's where I started to find my sound. Feel me?
There you go, bro. Hey, Toxic, I hope that answers yours too. He said, what drove you to do music, bro? That's kind of the same thing. Yeah, All Girls Are the Same was a huge record for. I was seeing that in memes and like shit outside of hip hop, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what you got to do to make it, bro.
yeah, no, for real.
Um, what else I got, bro? Okay, okay. Um, oh, what are some? Okay, well, I can ask, bro. Do you like? Do you have top five, rappers and then top five producers also? Are there some producers that you wanna work with or people you've worked with in the past
Yeah,
with
yeah.
producing?
I wouldn't say I have a top five necessarily, but a producer that I want to work with, Nick Mira. I don't know if you've heard of Nick Mira, but he's a fucking
I
great
can't say I
producer.
have. Who
He
are
was in fact
some
Juice
people
WRLD's
or
producer.
some record? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Juice WRLD.
he's produced
Um,
for Juice. I mean, fucking Gunna, every mainstream artist. I'm pretty sure he's done a beat for.
he's the top one. Is there a couple other
He's
people you look up to or what?
To be honest, not really. Like I watch YouTubers and stuff that produce, but I look a lot up to like there's probably for when it comes down to my West Coast type beats, my Stockton type
Mhm.
shit. So I get a lot of inspiration from Prod Infinite. He's a
Okay.
good ass producer from the Bay. Shit.
I heard of that name, bro. Yeah, yeah. Does he do kind of the stomp type beat that comes out of that area, bro, up there?
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
yeah.
some I've
He
heard some
he,
of that shit up there.
he was probably one of the first people to get that sound out there. Like that EBK beat.
Okay.
That you hear that and you're like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
yeah.
like a game changer.
Those
Like,
very like bassy kicks, bro. I don't know. It has a
yeah,
certain style to it, man.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
I was looking to pull up your Spotify, bro. Do you prefer having your YouTube or Spotify or SoundCloud up, or where can people find the most of your music, bro? Or where do you want them to go
Well,
to?
I mean, pretty soon I'm gonna have to stop dropping on SoundCloud because I don't make enough money to be paying $100 a year for it, and that's what they're gonna charge after I reach a certain amount of.
They be taxing, bro. Yeah, fuck all
Yeah,
that,
it
bro.
goes
Yeah, yeah.
fucking crazy.
Do
So
you
I'd say
just
Apple Music, or but
do
it'll
you
be on all platforms. But
bro, not
whatever.
to interrupt you, sorry, bro. Do
No,
you
you're good,
use
bro.
DistroKid or United Masters or what do you use to like get it
DistroKid.
on all Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, bro, that's the way to go, man. I know there's that SoundCloud Pro one too. I seen that shit too, but I was
yeah.
thinking it the other day. Like DistroKid's cheaper and it gets me on more platforms. You feel me, bro?
No, 100%. I was listening to that, or I was you before I started dropping. I was like seeing all these other ones, and I'm like, nah, DistroKid's the way to go for real.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's basically like the new form of SoundCloud. And from what you're saying, it sounds like it's fucking cheaper anyway, bro. They're taxing, man.
Oh yeah, it's way cheaper. To be honest.
But hey, bro. Well, speaking of, what are some things you have lined up right now? Do you got more collabs on the way, or an album, or anything like that, or what do you want to have done by the end of the year?
So yeah, I got fucking. I'm always doing new songs with the homies and shit. So I always got new songs coming out. I'm gonna try to drop. I'm gonna do another EP probably coming in the next month or so, and then just go with singles after that. You feel me?
Okay, okay. Any plans on a big solo album or anything, or are you gonna wait to do something like that for a minute?
I'm probably gonna wait either until after this summer because I just dropped a 11 song album last August. So I'm probably gonna wait
Okay,
until either end of this August again and drop another 11, 12, 13 song album, or keep it with the smaller EPs and singles. You feel me?
that's right. That's right. Um, well, shit, bro. Just keep grinding and cooking up. That's all it is, anyway, bro. I know getting a big album out takes some time out, bro. It takes some
Yeah, I
energy.
just a couple weeks ago dropped "Way Too Gone" on all platforms. That's probably one of
Yeah.
my
Okay. This is
yeah.
your latest release, then.
Yeah,
Here,
that's
I'll pull
probably
this one
my
up.
best work from around from
Way Too Gone and hey, who's the feature down here? Is this Twilight or Twilight?
yeah, that's my homie Dominic. You know, I grew up with him and went to church with him when I was a little kid, and then we reconnected when he was an adult, and we started making music together.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's dope. Hey, that's actually really dope, bro.
yeah. Shout out
Go
my homie
stream
Dominic.
that. Hey, shout out that fool. Go stream that Way Too Gone, bro. That new project, Lil E.D.F, man.
Yeah, all
And
platforms.
all platforms, fool. What does this fool say here? What was okay? We got a question from Toxic. He said, "What was the hardest part of the music process you had to get over, bro?"
Okay, the hardest part, you know, when it comes to actually making the music, is learning your software.
Oh,
So,
right.
you know, like I use FL Studio, which can get fucking. In the beginning, that shit looks like you're looking at a cockpit of an airplane. You feel me? But like once
Yeah.
you once you get like the basics down and you know stuff, you kind of just learn it. So I'd say the hardest thing to answer your question is learning the software off the bat. And I already knew music theory before I started producing. So I played violin since I was about 7 years old, and that's what I learned.
Okay.
But I'd say that for a lot of other people, music theory is also what I've heard is kind of the hardest.
Can you read sheet music and everything then? Like how deep are you with
Yeah,
composing and everything?
yeah,
Okay, there you go, bro.
I started out in actually writing sheet music, and that shit wasn't for me, so I started producing.
No, bro, I totally hear you. I think that's dope, man. I don't run into a lot of people who actually know how to read music like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
if you can figure out how the chords blend and everything, I feel like you're good, bro.
yeah.
No, that's kind of dope, bro. Okay, well, getting into music, man. How'd you come about with your name, bro? Lil E.D.F. What's the origin of the name, fool?
So shit, you know what? I keep it a buck with you. It means on the outside surface of it, it don't like it's not my initials or nothing like that. So it's kind of meaningless when it comes to that, but it's meaningful to me because I chose the name at a time when you know I didn't really need I needed a name, but I didn't have one. You feel me? So I started dropping music under the name Little Scrappy. It's just because what people would call me in 8th grade. And so, but I figured out that I couldn't drop on all platforms with that because that's an actual, like an already signed artist and shit. So I don't know. I think I was driving with someone one day and I saw like EDF lights. It was like LED lights. It's random. This is random as fuck.
All
But,
right.
and then I literally just went with Lil EDF. I'm like, I don't know. It's fucking hard. I'm gonna go with it. And it's been that name for like the last 3.5, 4 years.
There you go, bro. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, just stick with it, fool. Yeah. What was the first one you said? Little Scrappy, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah. It was Lil
there's probably
Scrappy.
like a gang of little Scrappies out there trying to rap right now. Probably
Oh,
like
I'm
10
sure.
different little
It was,
Scrappies. So this your name stands out. You feel me? Like Lil
yeah,
EDF,
but
bro.
then you know I started taking it seriously, so I'm like, all right, I got to find something that no one else has. You know?
People will remember that one, bro. It stands out for sure, man.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Here, what else I got? Outside of music, bro, what inspires you, or what do you get some of your creativity from with the writing, the music, and the beats from outside of music, bro?
Outside of music, I'd say my everyday life. You know, like I lost my father at a young age, so I write a lot of my
Okay.
music. You know, he died to a fentanyl overdose, and so I like to correlate a lot of that into my music. You know, like not only just honoring his name, but like addiction is one hell of a fucking problem, especially in our fucking era. So
Oh yeah,
if I
bro.
could
Hey,
at least touch somebody's fucking, you know, their mind with that, then that's all that makes me happy.
yeah, bro. Hey, I say mine's with that, bro. You don't have to talk about that if you don't want to, bro. I've also lost some people off of the fent, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's a tough one. You feel me, bro? I really
I'm
don't know
open
how.
to talking about it, you know, because
Yeah,
anybody that
bro. How do
stops me
you
not ever doing it.
this ain't a written question, but really, how do you talk about the grief or fighting some of those thoughts, the addiction thoughts and shit in the music, bro? You feel me? Because I've
Yeah, you
I've
know
dealt
what?
with that too, and I don't know how to word it, bro.
Yeah, that I had an issue with that for the longest time. You know, I lost my dad. It's coming up on 2 years actually here, April 23rd. And
Okay, okay.
so, um, honestly, the first song that I made for him, it's called "Resting Free." It's actually out here on all platforms too. I just tried to look at it as if I was looking at his problems from an outside perspective, but was trying to help him at the same time. So if that's correlated into words, you know, like saying, because in that song, I spoke a lot about how I'm mournful that you're gone and that you had to choose drugs over, you know, loving your own son. You feel me? And because that
Okay.
was my take on it. You feel me? So.
Well, bro, after you recorded the song though, did it feel, was it a little bit of closure or did it not change anything for how you were feeling, bro?
Oh no, definitely. It's a therapeutic thing. It's definitely was closure. Was
Okay,
some sort
okay.
of closure brought me some sort of closure.
Man, well shit, bro, that's a hell of a thing to go through, bro. And you said it's coming up on this month, so I hope you and the family, can get through it and all that, bro. Grief
Oh
is
yeah,
tough, you feel me? That never gets easier, bro. Like
they really don't, but hell
it
yeah,
might suck even more 10 years from now than it will this year. Like you'll only feel it more
feel
every day, bro.
yeah, I feel that. Appreciate you.
So, yeah, bro, I hope you get through it, bro. Not to get too off track from
Nah,
the
nah, nah. It's
interview,
chill.
you
It's
feel me?
chill.
But
It's,
it's part of what makes us the artists, right, bro?
yeah, most
Um,
definitely, most definitely.
excuse me, bro, I'm choking over here. I was gonna say, bro, how do you keep going straight, man? You stop from hitting writer's block or depression or anything like that. How do you just keep
All right,
pushing
yeah.
with the
So that
music, bro?
that was that was a question I couldn't even answer when I wrote it for you, man. I was like, that's gonna be a trick one. All right. So I say for the
Yeah,
most,
yeah. I mean, shit. I was like, I'll ask for you. Feel me? How do you stay motivated? That's what you wrote down.
yeah. So how I say motivated, I think just try to find something similar but different at the same time for every song, if that makes sense. So, like,
Okay, okay.
if you're stuck, go look back at one of your old songs, be like, "All right, this is similar. I can get an idea off this, yet tweak it so it's something completely different." So it's keeping your sound, you feel me? But then what you're doing is you're making a new sound out of that. So it's kind of like you kind of can. After I reach that mindset, I feel like I have almost 100% completely overcame writer's block. Like I could write
There
multiple
you go.
songs in a day from that
Well,
trick.
bro, I also think well tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's also easier to create if you're a producer or something also because you're already creative in the background. So rapping, you can just turn that on or off when you want,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Am I
you know
wrong?
what? That's a great way to look at it. Yeah, that is definitely kind of how it feels.
Because it's not like you hit or I don't know, some people hit production block, I guess, but I don't really have too many months where I'm like, oh, I don't feel like making a beat. I can always sit down and come up with some drums or something,
No,
bro.
that's facts. That's something I never really struggled with either. Was because I could get the music done, and then I'm like, all right, yeah, I have this instrumental, I have this beat, but I'm stuck and can't write it. But you know,
Yeah, yeah,
kinda,
yeah. See, writing I get, but it's also like, yeah, bro, you can hammer out some beats. So I feel like maybe it's
yeah,
just part of your mindset already, bro, where you're just able to keep grinding, man. I think it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong, fool.
no, definitely. I feel like it was definitely just a mindset. You kind of just have to train your mind to get in that rhythm.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, bro. Absolutely, absolutely. It's a mindset thing, bro. Fools be in their head in the studio. Oh, I need to re-record that. Oh, I don't have my rhyme. My
Yeah,
rhymes
no,
right.
it's
It's like,
just
bro,
like
you
it's
can
just like
fix it. You
honestly,
feel
just
me?
just let the process happen. And if you don't like it at the end, re-record the whole thing, and you'll like it. You'll like it. You keep doing it, you're gonna get better. So you're gonna like it at some
Yeah,
point.
bro, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, we're all changing our sounds and styles. And speaking of,
Most
that was
definitely.
another question you had is how's your sound excuse me, how's your sound changed from when you started up until now, bro?
Yeah. So when I first started, I don't know. I don't even know what I was really going for. I was trying to do that Juice World sound, but I couldn't. I didn't know anything about production, so I didn't know what I was doing with my vocals or anything like that. When it came to producing, I didn't know the next thing from anybody else that didn't know how to produce anything. So to come up from nothing to something is truly beautiful to me. And I say the the easiest thing that got me there was myself, to be honest. Just
No,
staying
bro,
true.
absolutely. No, I don't think it's a selfish thing to say neither, bro. I was gonna ask, who taught you to produce? Did you learn yourself, or did you have a mentor or a homie show you any of the programs, bro?
I had a homie that kind of inspired me a little bit. I mean, I we were never close or anything. It's just I saw him in my hometown. He would make music, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." He was like, "Yeah, you should get FL Studio," and I did. I dabbled around with it. I didn't really learn anything off of him
Okay.
necessarily, but
Well, it sounds like you're mostly self-taught then, bro. Were you just
yeah,
watching like YouTube tutorials and shit?
yeah. YouTube tutorials to actually get the software down, and then once I got the software down, I kind of just learned what each individual effect does, and I studied that shit for like hours, bro. Like I was
Yeah, there
doing
you go, bro.
schoolwork or something.
Yeah, dude, FL is its own world, like you said. It's like a what do you say, like an airplane,
It
like
is, yeah.
cockpit,
It's like
bro.
a cockpit of a fucking helicopter.
Have you ever tried to use any other programs, Ableton or anything like that, bro?
I've not. No, I've the only other program that I've dabbled with is BandLab, and that once you learn how to produce, you can use BandLab like it's nothing. I have a fire ass vocal mix on there. It's just like quick and easy. I can hop into.
Bro, I like people's presets on BandLab. I be hearing some sick ass filters and shit that
Yeah,
people
low
make
key,
up
it's
on
cool.
there,
It's
bro.
just like because normally when it comes to my mixing in FL Studio, I never started from presets. I learn that from scratch. But it's cool seeing BandLab because it's kind of like their community is built upon sharing that shit around.
Yeah, bro, it really is. I get likes or I get follows from people I don't even know on Instagram and shit up on up on BandLab. I'll be like, damn, how'd you even find this? You feel me,
Nah,
bro? I'm
for
like, all
real,
right,
yeah,
man.
definitely how it be.
Hey, bro. All right. Well, I'll start winding up. I'll probably just ask you a couple more questions here, bro.
Yeah, let's chill. Let's chill.
Let me see what I got, bro. Boom, boom. Okay. I like this one, bro. I like some of these ones you came up with too, bro. Do
Yeah.
you make music more for yourself or for your fans, bro?
All right, so I'd say I 100% make music for myself more than my fans. You know, because the people that listen to my music aren't necessarily like, hey, let's go bump little E.D.F. It's kind of just a thing where it's like, and a lot of small artists can relate to me on that. Like, you're gonna go share your shit up to your friends, and they'll listen to it, right, and they'll give you an honest opinion. They might fuck with it, but like you're unless you're a big artist, it's kind of hard to get that respect out there. You feel me? Where they're
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go listen to little E.D.F. That's different than like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, put on Drake or some shit. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Or they'll go play the new Cardi album before they play you. You feel me?
Oh, exactly. And I'm gonna be completely honest. Me being a producer, that there are only a handful of songs on there. One of them not even being his that are good.
Oh
So,
yeah. No, bro,
don't
I agree.
so
But
many.
I mean, I see your point where it's just hard. You don't have your name doesn't have that notoriety where people want to see it. People will have to hear your actual shit and then want to go bump it, bro.
Yeah,
It's a different ball game, bro.
yeah. So, but making music keeps me sane. I don't. I feel like I would have done Lost it a long time ago because it's a great outlet for me or to
No,
talk
hey,
about
absolutely, bro.
my voice.
Simone, fool. That shit keeps you it's like you said earlier, what's the word you use? Therapeutic, right, bro?
Yeah, it's therapeutic. It really is.
There you go, fool. I think it's a good thing. Hey, what do you want to this one's not written down. I'll just ask, bro, off top. What do
Yeah.
you want people to take away from your songs, or what do you want people feeling like when they hear a little EDF track, bro?
You know, I say the biggest thing I want people to hear is just the emotion that I try to put in my music, so you can, relate something out of it too. So if I'm singing about, my father passing away or something to do with addiction, you can probably relate that to your own life if you are going through that, and it doesn't even have to be about that. It could be heartbreak, if you're going through some stupid shit with a bitch, you feel me? And I'm rapping
Mhm.
about that, then I hope that you pull something out of that.
Nah, hey, there you go. It applies, bro. It applies. It's like you said, well, loss can be anything too, like you losing a partner, losing you move away from a house you used to love or something. You feel me,
Yeah,
bro? So
no, honestly, it could be anything. Anything that triggers that same emotion that I'm feeling when I made the song, then I've did it. My job is done.
well, bro, that goes perfectly into the last question that I was gonna ask on your part was what's your favorite track, bro? Is it your most excuse me, is it your most personal track or is it something different, bro?
You know what? I'd say my favorite track that got released right now is probably a Millie. Just because that one talks a lot about, my dreams, and that's in the Way Too Gone EP that I
Oh,
got.
it's on the newest one here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing too is I didn't mean to gloss over this project. If you wanted to talk more about it, bro, I just kind of did the shout
Yeah,
out
no,
on the feature.
it's cool. So Way Too Gone, that's just basically like a little EP about me letting my life astray a little bit, but I still want my dreams. So I'm still working to get towards my dreams. So Millie is a lot about, chasing the money a little bit, chasing the money, but still, getting hurt by the females and trying to push that shit down was still trying to stay above, still trying to be one up.
Bro, that part might never change. You feel me, bro? Hey,
Nah,
hey, you
that's
can
that
get
shit
over the loss, but the girls might never change, bro. I'll tell you that,
that's valid. That's
man.
valid. That's valid.
Who knows? Bro? You said this one's your favorite one, bro?
Yeah,
Millie?
I say right
I'll
now,
I'll
release.
play this one on the outro, bro, so people can go check that shit out, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
Off of
Appreciate it.
what's the name of this one too? Way Too Gone, you say?
Way Too Gone. Yeah.
Hey, what's the meaning of way too gone anyway? Is it for your father, bro, or is it yourself, bro?
Nah, this was more about myself. Really.
Okay.
Yeah, this was more
Being
about
being
myself.
lost in your own emotions and shit. Well,
Yeah,
hey
just
bro,
being lost in my emotions.
Bro, I fuck with it, man. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. Do you have anything else you want to announce, or any homies you want to shout out, or anything like that while you up here, bro?
Yeah, bro. Just shout out everybody that's helped me come up. That's came up with me. I like I said, done a lot of my shit by myself, but there's still a lot of the close homies and the family that's always been supportive and led me down the right path that I need to go down. So I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, and where
Shout
can
out
people
Mendo
tap
707.
in? Oh, go ahead, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you good. I was just saying shout out Mendo 707. Feel me?
That's right.
Fucking from the lake on the
Hey,
bay.
bro, where can people tap in with you on socials and shit too if they want to follow you? Instagram? Are you on
So yeah, you
TikTok
can
or
tap in
X?
with me on Instagram, Lil _E.D.F. And then you could tap in on all platforms. We have Spotify, Apple Music, your Amazon Music, fucking all that. You feel me?
Hell yeah, bro. All right, bro. Well, shit, man. I appreciate you pulling up. Again, bro. I hope
Seriously,
I
bro.
hope you get through this month and shit, bro. Oh, you know what? I'll ask, bro, just because it's the last question. Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
What are some underrated artists out right now, or who's some people you think people should be listening to right now,
No,
bro?
when it comes down to like fucking the shit that I be making, Kinola. I don't know if you've heard of Kinola, but he's hella
No, I
underrated.
haven't.
He does a
Kinola, bro.
yeah,
How do you spell it?
he,
I'll put it in the chat if you want, bro.
I do. It's Keenola. He is fire.
Okay.
Like a lot of people say, he sounds a lot like Juice World. I see it for sure, but I hear his own sound in it as well. So I'd say Keenola for number one, and then number two probably Trizzy Kane XO. He's a good ass plug artist. He makes like
Okay.
that
Okay.
plug-in beat.
Then plug in B and shit, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, I like some of them, bro. Send them up, bro. I always like asking and seeing what the artists are listening to. Also,
hell
bro.
yeah, bro. That's a
Hell
lot
yeah,
of.
bro. Hey, bro. You have a good rest of the night, man. I'll let you go,
You
bro.
too, fool.
That's right, fool. Stay up, man. Lil E.D.F, fool. Y'all go follow him on all platforms. I'm gonna check my schedule here in a minute, bro. Go hit the like, subscribe, all that. This is a Millie, bro, by Lil E.D.F. Check this one out.
Nine missed calls on a Friday. Open mic, they come my way. I wish I could reverse in a state where we always at. Come quick, she need her a rap. I'll show you out when I hit her with that 2 liter in the bag. Sipping pack, 2 liter in the bag. We sipping pack, oh. You can break my heart, but baby, don't you fucking kill me. Ain't no one gonna take my life, I put that on a million. I just flew to LA to drop the 150. I just dropped the 150, trying to get up out my city. Dropping hundreds like the 20s. Bitch, I'm trying to get up to my motherfucking money. I can see you running out the back. Trying to get up with that pussy toe tied. Yeah, yeah. Ain't no one gonna take my life, I'll put that on a million. I just flew to LA to drop the 150. I just dropped the 150, trying to get up out my city. Yeah, these rides, so damn, yeah. I'ma get my bag, win it, then I'll see ya. Flexing Louis V, but I know you don't know shit. Get up on my level, got your house up on my wrist. Tryna set it right, make it big for my kids. Tryna set it right, wish my father was dead. Yeah. I be rapping like I'm making 100 million. In reality, I'm lost within my mind. Can't get it right. Yeah. 9 missed calls on a Friday. Open mic, they come my way. I wish I could reverse in the state where we always at.
Hey, man. Lil E.D.F, bro. Y'all go tap in. I'm gonna play this one back. Hey, go subscribe, like at Master on all socials, Instagram, Twitter, Sicario on all platforms. You feel me? Lil E.D.F, I appreciate you pulling up again, man. And hit me up for these interviews. I'm gonna keep doing these all week, bro. I need to get back into the flow of it. But y'all have a good Monday. Y'all have a good rest of the afternoon here, if it's afternoon or evening for you.
a Friday. Open mic, babe, come my way. I wish I could reverse in the state where we always at. Come quick, she need her rapper. I'll show you out when I hit her with that 2 liter in the bag. Sipping pack, 2 liter in the bag. We sipping pack, oh. You can break my heart, but baby, don't you fucking kill me. Ain't no one gonna take my life, I put that on a million. I just flew to LA to drop the 150. I just dropped the 150, trying to get up out my city. Dropping hundreds like